How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for taking a few minutes. I know you've probably had a late night talking to reporters all night, right?
Oh yeah.
What did the decision come down to, and why make it now?
Well, the decision was down to three schools. It was Oregon, Ohio State, and Rutgers. And what it came down to was which school was recruiting me the hardest and which school did I love. And it came down to Rutgers. You know, I've been up to Rutgers a lot, and with the new coaching staff, with Coach Ash, and having Coach Henry text me a lot, with Coach Ash talk about how I could be an impact along with some other New Jersey boys is just great. And for seeing the campus is just amazing, what they're doing to the campus and what they're trying to do for the football team for the next coming years.
How much did you learn about the recruiting process by watching Amir Mitchell, your former teammate, go through that last year? Obviously, he was one of the top recruits in the nation, had all these schools coming after him. What was it like to kind of see what was going on with him, and how much did you learn about the process by seeing what he went through?
I mean, I learned a lot from Motor Cousin Amir. He showed me the ropes, basically, when I first came there, and I saw from him when there's a lot of colleges coming in for him and how he handled it and how he reacted to them. And he basically nibbled them down to the colleges that he wanted to go to, and he kept taking visits up to Ohio State and Michigan. And he's trying to find out which colleges that liked him. So I kind of piggybacked off of what he did, but I did it better, like as in not visiting as much, but seeing if I would like to stay home and seeing how far going to a far school and how that would feel.
What's the actual recruiting process like in terms of, you know, you have all these coaches coming in and telling you great things and trying to sell you, and you know, I'm sure they it must seem like you know, all these guys are car salesmen trying to get you to buy their car. So it must be hard to figure out what's real and what's a sales pitch, right?
Yes. My recruiting process was actually great. You know, it was like my first time ever like experiencing this, and it's only one time, and I understand that. And for colleges coming in, telling me, yes, you come to our school, you could be a media player. You come to our school, you could do this, and they just come in and text me and tell them to call them. It's like I'm blessed to have this opportunity. And with everything that has been coming in, I just decided to pick Rutgers. And schools, don't worry, like there's a lot of schools that have been on me a lot, but from picking Rutgers is where I wanted to be. So
how tough is it to kind of keep your head about you? I mean, you must feel like the king of the world with all these college coaches wanting to, you know, tell you how great you are and want you to come to their school. It must be hard to keep things in perspective.
Yes, it is. It was hard, actually, to keep everything in perspective, because every college coach wants to see one of the players that they want to go to their school. And it's hard as a player to react to certain people and how they send you letters, tell you how you could be a media player and tell you how great you are. And it was hard at first until I got to know everyone and see which colleges wanted me the most, how on social media if they would text me every day and tell me how am I doing and everything. And nibble down the three schools I had, and it's just great for the recruiting process, and I loved it, and it's still going on. So,
what's it like when you see on social media, Twitter, and all this stuff? You see the reaction of longtime Rutgers fans, season ticket holders, and they're going crazy. They're making videos of their reactions. I mean, it's got to be a cool thing to say, hey man, they're that excited for me to come to their school. What was your reaction to that when you see all this stuff? And, you know, obviously the fans are excited to land a guy like yourself to kind of try to build that program back up.
Well, from everything for Rutgers University is when I posted that on Twitter and I said I committed, when I mean like a lot of people did these just I think they call them, and how they were reacting to it. And I have Sean Brown saying that they have them tears. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that serious. It's really serious to these Rutgers people for me to stay in New Jersey, and not a lot of athletes stay in New Jersey that are like big time national recruits like
right.
Amir Mitchell or Sean Gary. And and them going to Michigan. But for me, I wanted to stay home and show off for my hometown. And for them to react the way they did, it makes it 10 times better, and it makes me love Rutgers even more.
We're talking with Bo Melton, junior wide receiver and running back for Cedar Creek. Just announced last night his verbal commitment to Rutgers University. Bo, what does this do now for you? Getting this verbal commitment out of the way early can kind of let you concentrate on the track season and the football off season and getting ready for your senior year. How important was that to kind of get this decision out of the way so it wasn't really looming over you all summer?
Oh, well, it was, I think, getting this decision out of the way first because I was thinking about this for a long time. And for committing there was good first because I could focus on track, like you said, and focus on keeping my grades checked up, which is good. It already is good. And just keep everything straight and have not so much pressure on me going into the summer. So I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. And for academics, I know what I want to major in, and I could get all that straight. Mm-hmm. So when I go up to Rutgers, it will be all fine.
What kind of influence did your parents have? Obviously, they were both Rutgers student athletes, and how much did you seek their advice, or was it kind of did they kind of let you go and say, "Hey, it's your decision"?
Well, they let me go honestly and told me it's my decision. They told me from the start when the recruiting process just started up, and I was just getting a text message on Twitter or a DM on Twitter. They told me, Bo, this is your decision. This is not our decision. Wherever you want to go is where you want to go. Well, because your parents went to Rutgers doesn't mean you have to. And from then, I still took what they said. But this is kind of like my decision, and I understand that they went to Rutgers, but this is kind of like Rutgers has been recruiting me the most. I love Rutgers as itself. I've been up there a million times, and Coach Ash is doing a great job with Coach Parker and Coach Henry and them. And I feel happy to go to Rutgers because I'm making my parents proud too also, but that has nothing to do with the decision. Just going to Rutgers is making my parents proud is one of the things I always wanted to do when I was a kid. So
good stuff, Bo. I appreciate you taking a few minutes. Good luck with the rest of the way. I'm sure we'll be talking to you plenty over the next year or so. And, keep your head on straight. Keep those grades up, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Bo. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, man.
You too.
All right, that was Bo Melton, one of the top recruits in the nation for high school football, announced last night his verbal commitment to attend Rutgers University. So great score for Rutgers there on the recruiting trail.